pull up the Melania recording that was shared with one of her former friends. By the way, folks, if you have friends like this, you don't need enemies. This is a friend who is sharing this phone call. The main thing, if you haven't seen this already, we can listen to it together and have a reaction. I just want you to see at the end when Anderson Cooper is speaking for 15 minutes of his reaction to this. I want you to see the reaction of her face. Like, just see her face at the end. That's what I want you to focus on. But first, if you haven't heard it, play it. Let's hear it together. This is July of 2018.
I'm complicit. I'm the same like him. I support him. I don't say enough. I don't do enough.
No.
Where I am, I'm working like a ass. My ass.
I know.
Christmas stuff that, who gives a about Christmas stuff and decoration, but I need to do it, right?
Yeah, but 100%. You have no choice.
And then I do it, and I say that I'm working on Christmas, planning for the Christmas, and they said, oh, what about the children? They were separated. Give me a break. Where they were saying anything when Obama did that?
I know.
I cannot go. I was trying to get the kid reunited with the mom. I didn't have a chance. Needs to go through the process and through the law.
But here's my thing. Hear what you just said. But instead of that, if your messaging, you were so loved.
They would not do the story. We put it out.
She's getting emotional.
Do the story. You would not believe it. They would not do the story because they would not do the story because they are against.
Look what she says about Fox, by the way.
Liberal media. Yeah, if I go to Fox, they will do the story. I don't want to go to Fox.
It's so interesting.
Look at her face. Just watch her face.
Being hostile.
Look how many times it moves.
Decorating the White House for Christmas, I certainly doesn't jive with the Fox whole idea. I mean, if we're talking about a war on Christmas,
watch.
It's funny that she would be leading that. But
did you see that?
Certainly, it's one of those traditional roles, and
that's just Botox.
She's trying to hold it together.
I don't know. It's fascinating to hear her talk like that.
Okay,
yeah,
pause it.
Her reaction is because she can't believe she betrayed her like that, and now she's on TV talking about it. She looks completely embarrassed and ashamed. Okay? And here's the other thing. They completely misread that. Melania wasn't trivializing Christmas. She was saying most Americans don't really care that I'm hanging decorations, but yet she has to act like it's a big deal. That's what she was talking about. But I loved Anderson Cooper's reaction. He was just failure to compute. He was just trying to find something negative to say about her in that moment, and that's all he could pull out.
All I got to say is I'm in favor of legal immigration for anyone and everyone who looks like Melania Trump. 100%. Let them in the country.
You'd buy popcorn for her?
Anything. The best thing that Trump has going for him, and I'm not even being facetious right now, the best thing is that Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump are certified female studs. Like,
Did you listen to anything she said? Like, did she talk about the Yankees having a shot at winning? What did she say? Actually, tell us what she said. What was she talking about? She was talking about collecting
hanging up Christmas and stories and getting the border and the moms and the connected with the kids. She's just so freaking gorgeous that she could say whatever the hell she wants to say. Like, I don't know. Same with Ivanka Trump. That's the best thing that Trump has going on. He's got good-looking wife, good-looking daughter. The shit show around him is ridiculous, but
So let me get this straight. Taxes are not going to convert you.
No.
Policies are not going to convert you. But how beautiful Melania is, she could convert you to vote for Trump.
Well, she says
a lot about your standards.
That's where I'm at now. That's where I'm at, straight up.
That's real politics.
That's the one thing I'll tell you about Trump.
Politics.
I'm being honest here, guys. If you're out there in the crowd right now and you're not like, and everyone knows I'm true. Everyone knows this is true. You take a look. I'll tell you one thing. You take a look at Ivanka Trump, and then you take a look at, not to get all weird here, you take a look at Pete Buttigieg and his potential husband walking down. Are you kidding me? Give me Ivanka Trump. Give me Melania Trump any day of the week. Okay? I'm just saying. You look at Bernie Sanders' wife, whatever that mongoloid is, and then you look at Ivanka Trump. Come on. They got a good-looking situation going on over here.
So
That's all I'm saying.
Presidency should be judged by
I'm just saying optics. He's done a great job bringing some.
That's why Jimmy Carter didn't get reelected.
Okay,
that's a sad situation.
Look, people could be like this or that or this or that.
Yeah.
You know it's true. They're gorgeous. What are you gonna say? I don't know what the hell she was talking about. They're hanging the Christmas. I don't know. They lock me I don't care what she's saying. She's gorgeous. And there it is. There it is. I said it. There it is.
I see.
People have been wanting me to say that for years.
Would you say she is the hottest first lady ever? Is that
Ever. For sure.
not even close?
Not even close. Who? Jackie O, maybe, but not so much. I don't know. Marilyn Monroe, was she considered a first? I don't know.
See Calvin
JFK?
Coolidge's wife? Not bad.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Abraham Lincoln's wife?
Okay, so
would you disagree that she's the hottest first lady?
I wouldn't disagree.
I mean,
think
how
she's
could you?
gorgeous.
She's freaking a supermodel.
I wouldn't, and I love the way how she is. I think
Okay,
she
I'll
has
tell you
her-
what. Whenever Trump leaves office, whether it's in 4 weeks or in 4 years.
Nicholas Mattis asked Adam,
Yeah.
from here until the election, what would Trump have to do to win your vote outside of marrying a
Hook
beautiful
me up
woman?
with the chick that looks like Melania. Done. We got
sister?
it. You hook me up, Melania, sister. I take care of you. Are we going to talk about Borat Part 2? Is that coming up?
You were going to make a point because
I will say this. Whether
Yes.
Trump leaves office in 4 weeks or in 4 years, when she writes a book,
Yeah.
#1 bestseller. Day it comes out. Straight up.
Yeah, she's got some secrets. No
She's got some
question.
stories,
and she's
man.
smarter than you think she is.
She's got.
course
I mean,
she
are you
is.
kidding me?
I spent a
course
day with
she
her.
is. Yeah.
It was impressive.
You spent the day with her.
I did.
Tell me
I
about
spent a day
that.
with her. I interviewed her for a magazine, and we hung
Tom,
out.
this whole time you've been holding
No,
out
it
stories.
was- it was
You're
on-
telling stories about weirdos in Costa Rica. Let's hear this
Tom
story.
is Adam's hero.
What are you
It-
doing?
It was the top floor of their hotel in Central Park.
Okay.
Amazing view.
How
And
long ago was this?
This was probably 2012, maybe.
This is pre-presidential.
Yeah, this was like
Okay,
when
okay.
when Apprentice was dying
Yeah.
down. But I mean, I was impressed. I really was. She was super cool. She was professional. She was cordial. She was personable, and I was really impressed. I mean, you go in there and you're thinking that maybe you have these preconceived notions that she doesn't. It's just her looks and everything that got her. But man, she's an impressive person. She was very accomplished in Russia. She's strategic. She is a calculating individual. She is not someone. I mean, there's been deals that have been made, I'm sure, for her to put up with what she's had to put up with over the years. I mean, she's a very, very brilliant calculating person. And you're right about the book. I think it'd be an amazing read, no question.
Straight up, she knows that Trump has cheated on her. She has to know that, right?
She's not a dummy, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's sticking by her man.
There you go.
I think it's impressive.
Power is one hell of a
But
drug,
guys,
man.
Let's talk
Because
about.
she knows what she signed up for.
Let's talk about the real issue here. Does this do anything? Do you look at this and say unfair towards her? Do you look at this and say, the media is definitely being biased and they're not, the other day, did you see the CNN story that came out the other day, First Wives? Go to CNN First Wives. Just type it on Google, CNN First Wives. Check this out. CNN First Ladies. First Ladies. Yeah, it was on Twitter as well, but you're going to have to go through 50 tweets. Go to First Ladies Week. Yeah, Michelle Obama, the one only. Go to that. Just see the First Ladies recap. No, the CNN. Yeah, right there. Go below it. So they just came out with a documentary. That's the one right there. The CNN special documentary called First Ladies. So just type it on Google, First Ladies. First Ladies, and then go to Images. Ladies. Then go to Images. Images. There you go. So then type in CNN next to it, maybe. Let's see if that'll come up. So they just did a series, okay, on CNN. That one right there. Click on it. Perfect. So who's missing on there?
Wow. The current.
Michelle's big. Hillary's big.
She would have ramped
Nancy
up that
Reagan.
poster.
Nancy Reagan's the size of Michelle's ear. Okay? Look at that. And Melania's not on there. A lot of people are not on there.
When did this come out?
This just came out a couple days ago.
That's
So-
unacceptable.
I mean, look at Hillary.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah,
Front and
this
center.
just came out 4 days ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
even for
you-
marketing purposes,
asked
you got to
is-
put Melania
Is the
on
media
there.
biased against Melania 100%?
Yeah. But I tell you, for me, again, this is not scripted, right? What Melania did. For me, a couple things happened. Number one, that woman, who's going to hire her? I actually want you to ask the question. So you're about to interview her and hire her. Would you consider hiring her?
Hell no.
Would
Yeah.
you? No, you say
She's basically leaking stories. She's leaking secrets after the fact.
no.
Is that what
She
did?
is leaking a private phone call with her friend. Would you hire somebody like that?
No, obviously not.
Okay, so she probably got paid for doing this, sharing this.
She lost her credibility. Yeah?
lost-
You know
She's
how much
done.
she got paid? Probably 20 grand. It's
But
not even that much.
The point I'm trying to make to you is, imagine that's your mom. Say that's your mom. Forget about it. It's your mom. It's your wife. It's your sister. Actually, look at it from that standpoint. That is your mom. Your mom just leaked somebody's conversation. What do you tell your mom? What are you doing? So imagine you going to work every day and that's your mom. So your mom is, that's your mom? Your mom is that person? Oh my gosh, I would never. And then I'm not trusting you because you come from that lineage.
That's the Kellyanne Conway daughter
That's
situation.
one of the worst things you could do is to cut the person that hired you to be their alliance, to trust you, to open up and cry like this. Freaking rule number one of character. My enemies, I know stuff on my enemies that are very, very dark thing. I still won't leak it to people. Okay? I still won't leak it to people. What are you doing with that? You know?
Unbelievable.
What are you doing with something like that? That's number one. Second thing, I felt her pain. I sympathize with her. It's like, you know what? Mm-hmm. I can see what she's going through. I can see the fact that she's ousted. No one's probably reaching out. No one's probably talking to her. No one's probably doing anything with her. You know, who's contacting her? Definitely not George Bush's wife, because she doesn't like Trump. So she's not calling and saying, is there anything we can help you out with? No, because they're part of Obama's and Clinton's camp. They're on the complete opposite side. These guys are not. So she's alone. She's by herself. Who is she talking to that knows her experience? I don't think anybody does. But so, you know, again, when I saw this, I was kind of disappointed to see that a advisor that's a friend of yours that's going to come out talking like that for you. But I actually think it helped out Melania because the world saw a different side of Melania.
Yeah.
I think we're like, you know what? Damn.
What was the last comment that she could do it on Fox, but she didn't want to? Why? Because she knows that's easy. That's a layup.
No, she knows she doesn't want to do it on Fox because everyone's going to say, of course Fox would do a story like this. Mm-hmm. She wants that story to be on the CNN or ABC's or CBS or NBC or something like that. Can you imagine no one wants to do a story on the first lady? How many people would watch it? It's a money-making opportunity. Still say no to it.
You know, I was listening to the conversation. I was wondering, when did it click for that woman that she was going to release this tape? Like, I felt, listening to it, she was setting her up. I thought during that conversation, she was egging her on, encouraging her, and already thinking about selling that thing.